Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home of the Minnesota Golden Gophers, as we get set for what ought to be a terrific battle. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Golden Gophers will put toe to leather to crank us up. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So Nebraska's offense is on the field for the first time today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pop.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Touchdown, Husker! Made the grab and finished the deal. Here comes the offense on first down.
325.
He's looking to throw it. Release to the back. Works the middle. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The Cornhuskers will move the sticks. Now on first down from the 40. When you're called Cornhuskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense, too, they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Makes the catch. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down.
It's hard to run a route and get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I'm starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football and making sure I was in bounds.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! The offense set for a first down play.
Let's go.
He'll start this drive firing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Webb. Gets it out quickly. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. And you could tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
Slips through the line, and the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field there so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Fires it down the seam. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Here we go.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 1. Third down coming up.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Back to pass, it's Webb. Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He looks that one in nicely. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Off play action on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He slings it deep to the left. Touchdown, Huskers! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. UNLV is on top, but it's not like Randall Cunningham is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Hawaii. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Going up top on first down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now.
Pulls it in on the left. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down into the 37. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. From the gun, running back on the move. Open space at the 25. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the Q.
He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Makes the grab on the left. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. He's got great speed. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. On first down, here comes this offense. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Quick completion on the out. The Golden Gophers want to crank the tempo.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Webb. And the quarterback is snowed under. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Golden Gophers will punt it away on fourth down. That thing goes straight up like a rocket. Tell the blimp guys to look out. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Trying to beat the D deep. And it goes through his hands. Explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the grab on the left side. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy's becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had...
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make the play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Looking for a man. It's Webb. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got a man in the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Splits the uprights. Good. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. He'll call for the fair catch here. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the Jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. At midfield, he's got room. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the 1st down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
And the Golden Gophers line it up with a 1st and goal.
Green 25.
Dropping back, it's Webb. Throw to the end zone, it's picked off. Crosses midfield. The 30. He's at the 20. Close to the end zone, and the ball's out.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, Dave. Creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, getting a 1st down. That's how you do it.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. It's complete to the left. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. A new set of downs after the completion. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their...
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
He's just Johnny on the spot. Now his second interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. This offense has a second down play. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. And the Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Back to throw, it's Webb. On the move, he fires. Soft spot in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Osborne. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal.
29 Philly.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown! First down here for the offense.
Cricket.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Escapes trouble. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Coming after him. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, try to convert through the air. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And the Huskers with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's going to take off. Turns it on in midfield. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. The Huskers are on the move. Hand off from the shotgun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Off the play fake. Looking for a huge play. And it's caught inside the 15. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the 1st down, now set up 1st and goal.
They lost ground on 1st down now, and we have breaking news. They score yet. Offense getting set for 1st down.
Here we go.
Looking to move it through the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Webb. Fires to the tight end. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And it's his 4th interception of the night. He was trying to get that return going in. To his offense at the 38.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that 1st career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Takes a hit as he fires. Finds his man. It's Townsend. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback will audible. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. A 1st down for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Webb. Trying to get to him. A deep throw as the clock winds down. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. He turns that loose down the right side. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. The Cornhuskers will have it 1st and 10.
Timeout, Nebraska.
He's going to pass. Fires one high and deep. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this.
A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect.